giant African ape is brought to Hollywood to star in a nightclub act in the original version of Mighty Joe Young, starring Terry Moore and Ben Johnson. Next.
You like baby pictures? Well, this is a baby picture, kind of. The movie we're about to see comes to you from Marion C. Cooper, the producer of King Kong. Cooper reassembled the director of the original and the special effects guys and the writer and one of its stars to do the third of the great ape motion pictures. Purists may complain that a sequel is never really the same as the original, but in this case, Mighty Joe Young has come to be recognized as a classic in its own right, and the special effects are really terrific. Won an Oscar, as a matter of fact, for them. Robert Armstrong is back again as the guy who sees this ape as his chance to really get rich. The name of his character has changed, but he's basically the same skunk that he played in King Kong. But he's a charming skunk. This film has a distinction of being made by Arco, a company that was created exclusively for this one film. It was a joint venture between RKO and Argosy, the company owned by John Ford and Marion C. Cooper. Here's Robert Armstrong, Terry Moore, and Ben Johnson in Mighty Joe Young. I'm sure you recognize Richard Farnsworth in this movie. Who is Richard Farnsworth, you say? Oh, please, you must know who he is. But how did he get started? Well, some people really took a long time to become successful in the movie business. Farnsworth started out back in, it was around 1935. He was 15 years old. And he was riding his horse someplace as a kid out in Texas, somewhere out in the wilds. And he looks down the hill and he sees a lot of activity going on down there. So he rode his horse down, or however you do that, and he asked the guy, what are you doing? And it was somebody from Republic Pictures, and they were filming Phantom Empire, that great serial with Gene Autry in it. And Farnsworth said, boy, this looks like fun. Can I be in the movies with you? And they said, sure. So he became a stuntman, and he remained a stuntman with no lines for years and years and years, did all kinds of wild things. Richard Farnsworth, for this, was one of his first dramatic roles, and he later went on to bigger and better supporting and starring roles. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor Oscar for Comes a Horseman in 1978, and he was nominated for Canada's highest award for The Gray Fox in 1982. I think that should have won. It should have won here, too, but it didn't. And again this year for Best Actor Oscar for The Straight Story. Richard Farnsworth, a great stuntman, a guy who's had a lot of experience in this business, a wonderful actor, and a really nice guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him some years back, and we've maintained a kind of distant relationship. Now let's look at this.